What is up and is going on, guys? My name is Simpzy and welcome back to some more Total War Attila. We are playing as the Western Roman Empire, guys, so let's get straight and right into it. In today's episode, we are going to be attacking the Visigoths and defeating them with these two full stacks. As you see here, we actually have Legos now. We've unlocked the technology, so our cohorts actually look half decent. So, a couple of things to recap before we get into this part. I don't like this clan. The Quadaeans, well, mind you, they did have an army to the south pillaging, so we decided to go take their homeland. They had one settlement. We sacked and subjugated, and now they've finally betrayed us. So, once we've dealt with the Visigoths, we're going to get rid of the Quadaeans once for all. We're going to sack and maybe occupy the settlement, if God wills it. Okay, also to the south here, the Ostrogoths have gotten a rather decent force. We probably should have finished them off when we had the chance, but we just needed to, I don't know, get rid of the other bigger problems. They are down near Corinthus. But yeah, guys, the problem in Africa is just getting worse. We are being besieged at Carthage or Carthago, and we've lost this settlement here, so we're probably going to have to deal with the Africans and the African tribes because they are closer to Italy, and obviously you got to take importance of Italy. Like I said, I want to build up from there. But another big development has happened. We have officially lost Britain. So we finally lost Londinium and Camalundun. The British currently have two settlements. Two rebels occupy these. Three rebels occupy these. They're not separatists, are they? No, they're just Western Roman rebels. And the Caledonians have Wales, essentially. So, I think the plan is, we currently have the Emperor recruiting in Rome. So, once we get rid of the Visigoths in today's episode, we have two full stacks here. Now, I think straight away once we get rid of the Visigoths, we're going to need to push against the Quadaeans. We need to get the Quadaeans out of the game so we can shore up our eastern border. Now, the Huns are... where are they? The Huns are floating about here. They were actually near here, and the Eastern Roman Empire actually asked me to join the war against them. There's no way I'm going to be dragged into a war against the fucking Huns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push those two. Once we get rid of the Quadaeans, I probably will send one army north to protect northern France, and I already am recruiting some more cohorts here just to defend the north as well. Now, we're going to get, once we've recruited with the Emperor, we're going to send this army over to the Eastern Roman Empire. We want to get rid of the Ostrogoths because I just don't want them to strike me. They have been kind of pillaging the Eastern Roman Empire, and they haven't seemed to get rid of them. So it's only a short trek to Tarentum, so we're going to send the Emperor down here and deal with them, and while he's down there, he can blood his troops before pushing into Africa. So I think I'll put one into the north and one down into the south, so we have two stacks, and hopefully we can try, because the thing is, I think we're going to have a way easier time shoring up our southern border, because if we can get rid of these African tribes, although we're going to lose heavy attrition pushing into the desert, once we get rid of these African tribes, we've shored up our southern borders and our eastern. Unless this part of Egypt falls, we're not going to be attacked from this side of Italy unless the Huns go through or some rebels pop up or something. Because once the Ostrogoths are gone and the Quadaeans, we're pretty well okay here. And then we can focus on the Saxons, some of the Viking tribes, and try retake Britannia. Public order wise, it's just a slow process, I'm not gonna lie. It's gotten tremendously better since we moved all my governors into Spain, so Spain's starting to get really good public order. It's just this pocket here, obviously with the amount of wars. Once we start focusing on this piece, once we get rid of the enemies, because there's no point of focusing on regions where there's enemies and hordes just constantly moving through it. So that's why I'm focusing on Spain at the moment. So there's the public order. Where is the diplomacy? It might be easier to see what I'm talking about with the diplomacy. Yeah, I guess that kind of helps. So, the Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, the African tribes. We're actually neutral with two of them, so we'll be pushing these guys on first. the Saxons. So yeah, let's just hope the Marco improving. The Huns have pushed up north. Anyway, let's get into the episode and let's have our first fight with these Lego cohorts. We have some onagers, which is good, so we're going to attack. They've fled tremendously far north. Can we get our second army in range? We can. I definitely want both armies in the field. It'll just definitely shore up the victory. So we outnumber them tremendously. We even have reinforcements from the settlement as well. So let's fight this one on the battlefield. Destroy the Ostrogoths. The Visigoths. And it should be a really good victory. So they have... Okay, this is pikemen. I didn't realize they had pikemen. They have 4 lots of pikemen, 3 lots of spears, 3 lots of archers, 4 lots of cavalry, and have their own onagers. We don't actually have that many missile units, so we're going to have a hard time getting rid of their pikemen from head-on, so we're going to have to flank pretty hard. We're just going to... Yeah, the thing is with pikemen, if you attack them head-on, you're just going to get absolutely rinsed. And they do have cavalry to combat with me, and they have onagers on themselves, so it's going to be interesting. I can't remember off the top of my head if my other army has superior missile units. Well, they actually do have superior to mix. They have bowmen. But, yeah, I think we need to get rid of the Cudaeans, we need to get rid of the Ostrogoths, and we can shore up that eastern border. Then we'll send 2 units down to Italy. Once we have a big enough army, we will try and retake our settlements in northern Africa, and then we'll send 2 units. We don't know if the Picts, the Saxons, I guess the Saxons have been raiding. They've been fighting with the Franks in my territories for quite a long while. The Franks have been helping me tremendously, just picking them off in my lands. I don't know why the Franks are in my lands. There's always that as a disclaimer. But it'll be interesting to see if the Caledonians, the Picts, and the Britons actually invade northern France. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's why we need to just defend it. Like I said, I didn't really mind losing Britain all that much, because we just need to... Well, we can always retake it, that's the thing. So we've got reinforcements coming from that side, and then from that side. Like I said, we have to watch out for their pikemen, even though there's not many of them. Is it pikemen? Why are they... I guess it doesn't deploy until we start the battle. Why can we deploy these horsemen so close here? I don't understand. Okay, well we can deploy horsemen tremendously close to the enemy lines. So what I'm going to do is, seeing as they've got their cavalry over there we can see, I'm going to put my cavalry... holy shit, I can put them like behind their lines? Why can I do that? That's interesting. I'm going to definitely put them over in this forest pocket, and then we're just going to slowly and surely approach in. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to put my onagers probably... Oh, where's my best? Probably high ground here, because we can probably try hit between the gap. There's no point in deploying them head on. Oh, I guess there's probably... We can put them between the gaps, couldn't we? So it wouldn't really matter. Or we better off just like pushing into this gap here. I don't know the range on them though. I think we're better off going with this high ground pocket here. And we can slowly push them down. Okay, so we definitely... Well, the thing is, we're going to have to maybe not commit... Maybe like spread out 2 units to just attack the pikemen head on, and then like do a heavy flank. But we're going to have to do that once we get closer and see where they move. So we'll just go with this formation for the time being. I'm going to put my general up with the catapults. And we also have reinforcements coming in as well. So let's start the battle. Now we're definitely going to move in straight away. I'm probably going to run, seeing as they haven't got that many units. And I don't want to stand flat-footed while they have... artillery. So what I'm going to do now is with my horsemen, I'm going to... Well, they shouldn't be able to actually... Oh, they shouldn't be able to actually see me, because it's not in their line of sight, we'll be able to actually get... So if we, like, deploy here... Oh, I think they might have been spotted. No.
The battle is turning in our favor.
They are hidden, because in Total War Attila, it's not just the fact of the trees, that if there's something obstructing them, they shouldn't be able to see. So, what we're going to do is we're going to double time these guys in. Catapults, are you in range? No, you're not quite in range. So what I want to do is I want to put you like here, say, and then we'll put the other lot of units here as well. So reinforcements have come in now. We definitely want to try and... I can't tell what we've got here. So what we're going to do is just going to push the entire army there. We'll sort it out. So they've got their cavalry here. My cavalry is... Oh, only one of them's hidden. I think we've lost the element of surprise. We want them to engage so we can neutralize their artillery. But let's actually have a quick look at these cohorts. Wow, they look really quite cool. Obviously different to... I don't know, I don't like the units of this time period. Obviously like the traditional Rome, but they actually look better than what they were. So they've gone with a cluster here. Well, we definitely... How are we going up here? I might even just get these units here just to defend the artillery, so we'll pop them there. My artillery isn't still in range. Are they getting their shots off? They are too. I think we're just going to have to go with the charge. It's only the light step units. I just want to have a quick look at them. Yeah, okay, what we're going to have to do is, before they start getting their pot shots off at us, we're going to have to charge in. So hopefully we'll be able to neutralise their cavalry straight away. Now, what are we going to try hit? I guess we can go with a... It depends what they push up. So that's their cavalry there. What do they got on this side? We're just waiting for our units to come up. Once they start engaging us, so they've pushed a unit of melee troops. So I want to like wait. They pushed up their pikemen. So it looks like they're moving up their swordsmen more, not their pikes, because I don't want to hit their pikes head on. Okay, so it looks like my catapults are in range now. And I'm going to hit their catapults. And hopefully we'll be able to, once we do that, we'll be able to hit with my swordsman. So my spears, yeah, there's only missile cav. So we're going to hit these guys from behind. And we're going to hit the pikes from behind now. Oh, let's hope they don't turn. Okay, I think it's going to be dangerous with these. Really way too dangerous. Well, I don't want to push too many guys head on into pikes. I don't know, obviously pikes are pretty piss weak in Rome too. I don't know how good they are in this. I would imagine. So I want to try, so I don't want to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with a pretty big flank. So we're going to commit one unit across. And then the rest are going to flank tremendously. So put that unit here just to like soak it up. Okay, we'll get my cavalry here to deal with them. So I don't really know what they're doing, but they're not what are they doing? They're trying to reform to combat with this. So we're just gonna have to hit head on. I think just trying to surround them is probably the best bet. Okay, I'm definitely gonna halt and toggle, disable the toggle fire at will, because we're just going to get absolutely rinsed if we're not careful. Okay, I'm going to get my cavalry to deal with theirs, so we just need to get behind them now. Okay, so we've routed them. Oh shit, there's my cavalry. There's a pike unit in there. I don't think we're going to need this second army, to be quite honest. But I think we've routed their pikes. We've utterly surrounded them. The thing is, with pikes, you can lose a tremendous amount of casualties heading on from the front, because they are just merciless. See where I'll just grab a pike unit here. Good armor, a good armor piercing damage. Very poor armor, low health. Yeah, and especially with these heavy units, they just destroy them. Okay, so they're routed. My cavalry's running down theirs. What seems to be in the game still? A lot of swordsmen, a lot of pikemen. You'll just see how quickly these guys rout from this charge here. Okay. There's a unit of swordsmen over here that hasn't routed. So I'm going to push over another unit of cavalry. I guess I could try and get my cavalry to run them down. Depends if they stay still. I'll get my catapults to hit them. We'll get this cavalry to flank because it's going to get there quicker to hit these swordsmen. They're going straight into that army. Okay, that charge come in. I just need to tell what I've given the command to here. Okay. Fall out, we'll go with another charge. My phone's going off, I'll just throw it on the bed. And a victory, okay. Because sometimes it interrupts the mic. So we'll end the battle against the Visigoths. It was a decisive victory. I'm curious to see how many casualties we lost. Okay, that is not as bad as I thought. We deployed 5,443 with Flavius Stilicho. He lost 376. I was expecting about 600. I think we lost 400 in the last battle. But against the Visigoths, we have completely destroyed them. They deployed 1,774. They lost 1,586 on the campaign map. The Onagers had destroyed 11 men. I say destroyed, we used fire. Looking at my cavalry, 107, 92. Wow, these Legos did tremendously. 163, 173. That is most definitely a step up from their just average cohort units. But what did the most there? I'm hoping their pikes didn't do too much. No. 3, 3, 4, 17. It was their cavalry that did most of the work. Their archers didn't even get a shot off, and their general unit 14 for their catapults, the same as ours. Their sword unit. So we neutralized their pikes. Maybe I was giving the pikes a little bit too, I don't know, dread. I thought they would have been more of a problem, to be quite honest. Maybe I'm just going on the perspective of Macedonian pikes. Obviously, in previous Total Wars, they are just absolutely crazy. Charging pikes head on with anything is ridiculous. But with Rome 2, they were nerfed quite heavily from what I can remember. Especially in the early stages before it got patched. Which is just like every unit got patched heavily, I swear. Elephants were OP once and then they weren't. So we're going to take on warriors to keep up our replenishment. So there is a small amount of Visigoths left. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the remaining of our forces to run them down. Are you serious? We're not in range to run them down. Are these guys? No. And there's only one lot of horsemen. Are you kidding me? How do you count that as a faction? So guys, we are going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Remember to leave a like to support this series on my channel. And also remember to subscribe if you already haven't. Let me know in the comments if you think my idea is right. Once we get rid of the Visigoths, we're going to push these two armies straight over and uproot the Quedaeans. There's no other faction on our eastern sort of border here that want to go to war with us. Well, we're at war with us. And then once that happens, we'll commit one unit to go to the north. As I said, we are recruiting here. One unit will go to the south to hopefully try retake some settlements in northern Africa. By this point in time, my emperor would have blood his troops against the Ostrogoths in southern Greece, and we'll unite and push over, defend our northern border, push against the Egyptians, the Africans, sorry. And by this point in time, we might be able to raise another army, depending on how much money we have. But things are looking a lot brighter. I feel like I have a stable plan. Let's just hope it works. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.